If your messy bun doesn't look as good as it does on other people, it's not because your hair is not good enough. It's usually because of one or more of these mistakes, and they're surprisingly easy to fix. But the crazy part is, most people make all four of these mistakes without ever realizing it. And I know that because I've made these exact mistakes in the past. You see, I've had long hair for over 7 years now, and I've been making messy buns for over 5 years now. So trust me when I say, mine used to look exactly like this until I figured out something very important. And here it is. My messy bun didn't look bad because of the hair length, the thickness, or even the hair tie that I was using. It was actually because of the wrong technique and the location of the bun. क्योंकि अगर तुम्हारा बन एग्जैक्टली क्राउन एरिया पे नहीं होगा तो तुम्हारे बाल टॉप पे से ऑटोमेटिकली फ्लैट लगेंगे और साइड्स पे से बर्स्ट आउट. एंड मूविंग इट जस्ट 1 inch हायर completely changes how your face looks from the front. But here's another thing that most people don't know about the messy bun. अगर तुम पहले पोनी टेल बना रहे हो और फिर उससे मैसी बन बना रहे हो, you're already making one of the biggest mistakes, and this one change alone can instantly give your messy bun a far better shape and volume. But the reason these mistakes happen is surprisingly simple. ज़्यादातर लोग मैसी को नॉट स्ट्रक्चर्ड के साथ कंफ्यूज कर देते हैं क्योंकि वो भूल जाते हैं कि मैसी का मतलब रैंडम नहीं होता, एंड दिस वन मिस्टेक अलोन makes their bun look careless instead of effortless. So in this video, I'll show you the 4 steps to make a proper messy bun so that it looks effortless. It is called a messy bun checklist, and here it is. Correct gathering of the hair for the bun, correct shape of the bun, correct spot of the bun, and some final details. And the best part is, once you understand this checklist, तुम कभी भी कहीं भी messy bun बना पाओगे, and it will always look effortless. And it starts with the correct gathering of your hair for the bun. Most people gather their hair in a ponytail first and then turn it into a bun. That's why their bun looks flat and tight instead of effortless. So instead of pulling everything into a tight ponytail, तुम्हें अपने बालों को लूजली गैदर करना है अपने फिंगर्स के बीच में, almost as if you're already holding the final bun. Because the way you hold your hair before tying it determines the final shape of the bun, but more importantly, the volume you will get. Now, while your hair is still sitting between your fingers, twist it slightly, just enough to give it a little more structure and a stronger foundation so that it doesn't come off later. And now you can tie your hair with a messy knot and be sure that it will always look good and voluminous. क्योंकि ये uneven sections तुम्हारे बन को वॉल्यूम और डिमेंशन देंगे, and dimension is what makes your bun look intentional, not accidental. But more importantly, अब तुम्हारे बाल कंप्रेस नहीं होंगे, ना ही पोनीटेल में और ना ही रबर बैंड से. And this is more important than you may think. Because compression kills volume, and volume is the only thing that makes a bun look intentional and effortless, not sloppy and careless. But another mistake that I see a lot of people make is not giving their bun a proper shape intentionally, and it is surprisingly easy to fix. All you need is to pull your hair from the sides a little more. And by the way, अगर तुम्हारा बन एक proper shape में नहीं होगा, it will never look as good as you want it to. Here's why. No matter how much volume you can create in the bun itself, if your hair lacks volume on the top or your head shape looks round, you're missing a lot of the good parts of this awesome hairstyle. Here's how you can properly shape your bun to get 2 very important things. First, तुम्हें अपने sides को tightly pull करके रखना है जिससे तुम्हारा head round ना दिखे. And second, तुम्हें अपने head के top में थोड़ा सा volume create करना है जिससे तुम्हारा bun properly structured दिखे. And here's the simplest way to get both of these things. Instead of gathering your hair from all over the head to your crown area, तुम्हें अपने बालों को पीछे से गैदर करके ऊपर लेके आना है. ऐसा करने से तुम्हारे साइड के बाल ऑटोमेटिकली थोड़े से ज्यादा पुल होंगे और टॉप में ऑटोमेटिकली वॉल्यूम क्रिएट हो जाएगा. एंड सो फार वी हैव कवर्ड 2 of the 4 points from the messy bun checklist. And now it is time for one of the worst mistakes you can make while making a messy bun. That is placing it at the wrong spot. Because if your messy bun is still making your head look round, flat, or smaller from the front, it's usually not the bun. The problem is where you're putting it. Even the most perfectly tied messy bun will still look wrong if it is sitting at the wrong spot. And most people place their buns too low without ever realizing it, and it creates 2 major problems. ऐसा करने की वजह से ही तुम्हारा बन कुछ देर के बाद अनकंफर्टेबल हो जाता है, क्योंकि एक लो बन का वेट हमेशा तुम्हारे बालों को टॉप पर से खींचता रहेगा। बट मोर इंपॉर्टेंटली, it will completely ruin the entire shape of your head. So do this instead. Always try to make your bun at the crown. Don't make it on the top, don't make it on the back. Unless you're following some specific hairstyle, always place your messy bun at the crown area. Mainly because it does something way more important than not pulling your hair from the top. Making the bun at the crown creates vertical lift, and vertical lift creates shape. Because height creates balance, and balance is what makes your bun look styled instead of accidental. But if you're still not satisfied how your bun turned out, just pull out a few strands. It's called a messy bun with flicks. So it was never your hair length, thickness, or even the hair tie you were using. It was just a few mistakes that are surprisingly easy to fix with the messy bun checklist. But always remember one thing about this hairstyle. A messy bun is not actually messy. It is controlled chaos. But more importantly, always remember, I love you. Thank you for everything.